Hi, everyone. Welcome to Clutch Entertainment today. And today we're going to be talking about how to teach, train, and communicate with someone and help mentor them. We're going to talk about, like some little tips and tricks, what ways that we can focus on, helping others, because we all have different abilities. We all have different gifts and talents. And we have to, with the things that we're strong in and the things we know about the most, we need to help others and help improve their lives. And we need to bring this to the table, to make everyone a better person overall. So what I'm talking about today mainly is how to, teach somebody instead of like learn something yourself, but how to teach something. So first off, we'll start off with, you want to find the skill level of the person. You want to see what experience they have, what age group they are, where they're focused on, what goals they have. You want to find that baseline level. You want to put yourself to, say, oh, I'm at that level, and that's where they're at. So we all have different levels of skill, and that's the first thing you want to do. Secondly, give advice on what you're going to be teaching. For example, if you're teaching somebody how to use Microsoft Word, you want to tell them open Word, go to File, Open. That's just if you're teaching them like Microsoft Word. If you're teaching someone how to play baseball or hockey, you say baseball, you pick up a baseball bat, you pick up the ball, you have a pitcher pitch the ball to them. You give them simple steps, give them the basic steps. I would say basically you'd want to hold their hand. When I mean by hold hand, I mean like walk them through step by step as they do it. So if you're teaching a little child how to play catch, you want to tell them, take your hands, bring it to your chest, when the ball comes to you, okay, like this. And then the kid or the little child will take it and catch it to his chest. And that will make it easier for him to learn. So that's just an example of, holding their hand, just giving them step by step, walking them through. And that'll be the first thing you do. So second thing you want to do is communicate your feedback. So when somebody does whatever they're going to do or they're going to try, say the child, like I was talking about before, catches the ball. So you want to say, oh, you didn't bring it to your chest. You just caught it in your hands instead. Or, oh, you might have dropped it. So you want to make sure you're bringing it up higher. So you just want to give basic feedback and ways to improve that person overall in what they're trying to do. Now, not everyone wants help with things. And that's the thing in life, if we're trying to mentor someone, we want to be in a situation where the person voluntarily wants it. Most of the time, people could be prideful and such, and they can be like not open to listening. There are times when if it's something regarding someone's life, like something serious, like they're severely depressed and you need to step in, that's when you need to, speak up to them. But if it's something like somebody who is, not in the mood to do something or not feeling like, interacting, don't force yourself on anybody because you really can't change anybody. And people have to realize, you have to come to people with like slowly. You can't just promote something and teach something to somebody who doesn't want to learn. So if I'm giving Alan over here, I'll give an example. There's a guy named Alan, all right, and he wants to work out with weights, okay, but he doesn't want advice. He just wants to do it in the incorrect form, the way he wants to do it, and he wants to do his curls the wrong form. So if you see that and you're like, hey, can I give you some advice on that? And he goes, no, then don't give him advice. He doesn't want advice. But if you're like trying to show him and he's like, yeah, I really don't know how to do this the right way, that's when you step in and you mentor someone with that. So you want to be able to be giving it freely to them, like have them want it freely and you give it freely when they ask for it. If you give them the opportunity to make the decision, it gives you more power, more likelihood that you're going to be able to, teach them properly and teach them the way that you may have learned, and overall they'll be more satisfied. If I'm in a situation with Alan, for example, again, who's like doesn't want it, and then you say, oh, come on, this is how you do it. Come on, this is the right way to do it. I'm trying to look out for you. Like, that's just pushing yourself, and that's forcing yourself. That's not how you communicate with someone. That's not how you mentor someone. So you want to be able to be on their level. You want to be able to, look at their skill, look at that. And I would say the next thing is to throw them into the deep end. So after you give them some time with like realizing where they're at, where they're coming from, holding their hand, giving them the steps through things, asking if they want help, you want to give them a chance to just do it, to do whatever they're doing, to learn. So say Alan's trying to do the weights like I was just talking about, and he's doing it good, but then he's like pulling up a weird way, or he's not doing that the proper way. You end up giving the feedback again, like I was talking about before. You'll give the feedback initially, but you'll want to give feedback again because you want to help them improve that. And if he's saying, oh, thank you, I really appreciate that, like, then continue to watch and give them feedback. But giving them, what I mean by throwing them in the deep end, though, is putting someone in a situation that they're just trying to do whatever they're doing and doing it the way they think they can do it. And if they're not doing it right, they just need to ask for more help. The next thing you want to do is provide context. So when you give feedback and such, you want to say, this is why I do it, because I get more benefits from staying more still, or taking my time with it, or I'm trying to do this specific muscle group. That's for weights. If it's for like teaching a math problem, this is the work you need to do. I fill out 3 times 5, and I just think in my head 3 5s equals 15. So it's just whatever situation it is. Provide the context, provide some information, some background information on what your user is going to, receive from you. Like, why, give them a reason why. Because everyone in life likes to know why. So it's just like you like to know why did I get sick? Because this man coughed on me. Or why did I eat so much food? Because I worked out yesterday. It's all those different things that we try to figure out why we do things, why we need to do this. It gives us the logic and what makes sense to do it the next time. So if we don't have a reason to do something, and when we're being taught by something or someone, then what's the point of doing it? Is it a benefit if you are just trying to blindly do something and try to not even care what the mentor is telling you, or just blindly do something that's, making you try something that it's not going to work for you. You got to be on feedback. You got to be on tap with your mentor, and be on tap with who you're teaching. Those two together, that's what makes a difference. So I would say the next thing too is have them watch examples of others. So if you see someone doing something right, like I was talking about Alan, for example, he's working out with weights, and he sees Tim over here. He's doing some weights also. And if he sees him doing the curls correctly, have him watch him, or if you're going bowling, have this guy watch whatever the other guy's doing over there that's getting strikes. You want to show them something that's going to make them successful, or how they can be successful, so they can adapt their own way of doing things. There's a way to do everything, but there's also ways to do things yourself, because there's different ways to get to the end goal. And if you can get to the end goal by providing some feedback on a way you can do it, you learn your own way. So like a mentor can teach someone how to do something, maybe not exactly the same way they do, but they find their own way. So that's another thing. You want to be patient with someone. You want to give someone the chance to learn as a mentor. You want to, if they have questions, they be able to be freely coming to you and saying, I don't really know how to do this. How can I do this? So that would be the next thing, answer questions, provide feedback with those questions. And that'll give you an overall perspective of where they're at in their learning too. And I would say another thing too is provide them with some kind of test. And I don't mean always a paper test like A, B, C, D. I'm talking about a test of how you do something. So for example, say you're working an IT job and they ask you, okay, I want you to handle a how to reboot a computer. So basically they'll walk through that with that person and they'll do the test that you're providing for them. So like you could have somebody do like a mock a practice, basically, where someone acts as the person that has a computer that's having a problem that needs to reboot it, and you could have them work with them as they do it, and you can grade them based on that. And if you give someone a grade, it gives them an overall perspective of their progress, what they're making, how they're going. And then I would say the last thing to do to mentor someone is give them examples of yourself. If you could show examples yourself, that gives them a way to see, oh, that's how you do it. That's a normal thing. I was given like an example before, like have them watch others. You can have people watch videos. You can have people watch training stuff. You can have people, learn by doing something with someone else, or a coworker if it's a job, or a brother or sister if you're trying to teach a brother or sister a skill. It doesn't matter if you're actually doing something with someone and you're giving them the example of yourself, of how you do things. It really shows, oh, this is the type of character you need to have in order to complete this task. And it makes you a better person overall as far as a mentor, and it makes them a better person as the learner receiver. So those are some things basically to, learn, teach, communicate, and mentor someone. So thank you for watching Clutch Entertainment today, and I really appreciate you watching, and hopefully you got something about, being a good mentor, teaching somebody something new, and being able to provide information without, causing conflicts, and giving people the best ways to do stuff. So if you have any other questions, you can subscribe below, and leave some comments. And thank you for watching Clutch Entertainment today, and hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and be safe out there. All right, bye.